Hello friends, today I'm going to give you my luxury favourites of right now. I mean, this changes constantly, but since it is kind of gifting season, whether it be that you feel like you want to treat yourself or you want to be buying something for someone that maybe they wouldn't buy for themselves, someone who's like a beauty lover, who you don't want to just buy like a random gift set for, maybe you want to buy like one nice thing, because I always think that's a really nice idea for a gift. I thought I would share with you some of the things that I absolutely love and I think that would be fantastic presents to give. Before we get into the beauty stuff, I want to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Lilysilk. I'm actually wearing one of their camisoles right now. It's actually got a built-in bra as well. Super comfortable, very smooth. It's like a second skin. It's like that seamless, beautiful underneath things, but also just on its own. I actually have the cropped kind of almost sports bra version of this. It's really supportive, but no underwire or anything, just like you could sleep in it. It's that kind of comfortable. But I have the sports bra version of this and it is exactly the same. It's just a little bit longer. So I could wear this as an actual top, or I could wear it kind of as like a base layer to something else. You might remember me talking about their silk pillowcases last year because they sent me the beige ones, which are actually on my bed right now, and they're fantastic for minimizing hair breakage, but they can also help with anti-aging as well. They're so soft, obviously softer to sleep on than the average cotton pillowcase, but also really cool as well. So many benefits to a silk pillowcase, but this one that they've just sent me is a travel silk pillowcase. Let me show you how to fold this up and take it with you, because if you're going to have it with you at home, why wouldn't you want to take it with you everywhere? It comes with this little pocket inside and you can fold it up like this. And it's in its own little zipped up compartment and perfect for travel. Last year they sent me a gorgeous sleep shirt, which I can tell you I have worn and worn, washed and washed, and it wears so well. It still looks just as nice and it's still just as soft as the day that I received it. This year they sent me a matching robe. When I wear this, I feel like an old Hollywood star. I joked with Lee that I feel like I'm wearing a gown. I suppose it is a gown because it's like a dressing gown, but when I came upstairs yesterday wearing it, my daughter said she thought I was wearing an actual dress. They make hair accessories, bedding sets, clothing, so much stuff. I would highly recommend that you check them out. I'll leave the link below. I've also got an additional discount code for you. Anything from Lilysilk would make a fantastic gift, whether it be for someone else or for yourself. So luxurious, but also on the topic of the video. The pillowcases feel like a beauty essential. Moving on to the beauty stuff, if I can find anything that is in the sale specifically, I will link it for you below, but I'll find links for everything that I'm going to mention, providing everything's still available, because you do know I do enjoy recommending things that you can't buy. I'm pretty sure I'm good with this one. So I'm going to start with a couple of kind of like skincare, bath and body type products. The first one is the ELEMIS Pro Collagen Rose Cleansing Balm. I have talked about this before. I actually have none of this left. I used the very, very last dregs of this product last night. I have gone back and forth. I don't know whether or not I would say this is worth it as an everyday cleanser for me, but some of these products I'm going to talk about are not things that I would buy or use every single day, but they feel kind of luxurious and they feel like things that when I use them, I'm like, oh, there's something about it. Like there's something special about this stuff, but it's not necessarily something that I could justify using as like my daily thing. This is definitely one of those products. It's something that would be nice to receive as a gift, but something that I'd be really... I would struggle to actually shell out full price cash for. It's such a luxurious balm. I've been wearing a lot more makeup recently and I am really appreciating a really, really nice cleanser, but there's something about this that makes it different. You can put it all on and it's so thick, and then the moment water hits your face, it kind of dissolves. So you don't even necessarily need to use this like a hot cloth cleanser. I prefer to do it that way with a flannel or something like that, because I kind of like that exfoliation benefit of using the flannel or the cloth, but you don't actually have to use it that way, because if you just with some water it will dissolve away. It's magical, but I think the hot cloth cleanser is part of the experience for me. That's part of like the spa feeling. Another skincare item is the KHIELS Ultra Facial Cream. Again, I have been sent this. I have also purchased it with my own money. It's not a super, super heavy cream, but it kind of behaves as if it is. So you see it on the back of my hand. It kind of looks like it's going to be a thick cream, but almost is like a watery gel. And then as you are moisturising, oh, this is going to be a very nicely moisturised arm. As you're moisturising, it feels kind of watery in texture and it does absorb, but it's got like something to it. Like you only need a small amount, but it takes some rubbing in to actually get it to absorb. It's a real strange kind of hybrid of a product for me. I love this because I am still oily, but I want that super hydrating feeling, especially at this time of year. I know that I've seen this on offer. I know that I have. This is expensive for a moisturiser for me. You don't need a tremendous amount of it. Like I say, I was definitely using more than I needed when I first got it. And I was like, I'm running out of this really, really quickly. It's not really worth the cash. But if you just use the amount that you actually need, you can make it last a little bit longer. Also, I really like the oil-free version. I think it's exactly the same. Yeah, the blue bottle is the one that I first tried. I think I bought that from the King's Cross KHIELS. When I was going through like a bougie phase of going to London all the time, and on the way home one day I was like, oh, my skin is so dry, because that's what happens when you go on trains all the time. Every single time I come home from London on a train, I've got a cold. Every single time, doesn't matter what time of year. So I remember purchasing that, really, really liking it. And again, you only needed a very small amount of it. It was kind of watery based, but absorbed really nicely, and it leaves this kind of, like it's not tacky, but it leaves my skin feeling kind of plump. I like it. Speaking of kind of plump, the LUMENE Instant Glow Fresh Skin Tint. I also used the very last of this week. Honestly, it was past its best by the time I finished it. There's like just the smallest amount there. I did whole videos based on this. This would be something slightly more difficult to gift to somebody else, because obviously you'd have to know their skin tone, you'd have to guess what their colour was. But the colour I've got is universal medium. I think it was a little bit deep. What was magical about this particular product was the texture. So you put it on and it's like whipped. We talked about this in a previous video, but is my skin just darker now, or was I always thinking that I needed paler shades? Because I don't think that's like crazy too deep for me, whereas I swear it was before. Right, okay, so this is the texture of the product. It's kind of like almost moussey. I don't know if that comes across on camera, but it just kind of perfects. You can totally still see your skin through it, but it's got a little bit of coverage, a little bit of a tint of colour. It kind of perfects the skin, and it's skincare forward. So because LUMENE is primarily a skincare brand, you feel like you're doing good for your skin. This is the kind of product that I would want to wear, you know, like if I'm just kind of out for the day but not wanting to wear a tremendous amount of makeup, or even if I'm just staying home but I want to do a little bit of something. Perfect for over the Christmas break. If you've got people coming round, you want to put a little bit of something on, but you're not really going out, so you don't want to do like a full face. And especially for this time of year when we've got the central heating on, or maybe we haven't because energy crisis, your skin is a lot drier, and it just gives a little bit of a layer of hydration without feeling like you've been covered in makeup, but just as something. I was completely obsessed with this in lockdown. It was my base of choice. And the secondary, but kind of the thing maybe that sold me on it in the first place, secondary benefit of this skin tint is it's fresh, which is called the fresh skin tint, but it's fresh on your face. It's like splashing water on your face. There's something about this, it's cooling. So if you put this on first thing in the morning and you're anything like me, which is like crazy puffy, it does something to kind of like, whoo, freshens up your face. I've got two kind of bath body type products. The Aromatherapy Associates Bath and Shower Oil I've talked to death about, so we're just going to touch on this very, very quickly. So strong. So strong. You can get loads of different variations of this for Christmas time, lots of little mini Christmas gift sets. I talked about this in the Sephora shop with me. You could see there were lots of like little minis on there. I'll see what I can find and I'll link some things for you below, because I've had lots of different versions of this. This is the big one. But you can get much smaller kind of explore kits for Aromatherapy Associates, which I think is a good idea if it's a gift, because you don't know which kind they would want. I really, really like the Deep Relax, but it might be a little bit strong for somebody else. Just a capful in the bath, my entire upstairs smells incredible. It's like, it's so strong. You can use it as a shower oil. I don't think that it's as effective that way. I would definitely recommend it's more for a bath. You can also get shower oils from Aromatherapy Associates that's like it's like an oil to cleanser type thing. You know, like you put it, when water hits it, it becomes like a milky thing. That's a really, really good deal. Probably half of the price of this. If you were looking for a shower oil, I would definitely recommend that you go for that rather than this. totally different thing. Had to take a quick break because my battery died. Of course it did. Also, I'm so glad that I didn't style my hair today because it is raining cats and dogs outside. So moving on, one more body product and then I've got 2 makeup items. The Deep Sleep Body Cocoon from This Works. This is one of my all-time favourite nighttime lotions, but it is pricey, so not something that I use all the time. I actually have a very small amount left in this and I'm saving it. I don't know what I'm saving it for. It's one of those things, just use the things, enjoy the things, but it's a luxury item. Tell me I'm not the only one that saves items because they're expensive. I hate to use things up, there's something wrong with me. So this says it's a multitasking beauty sleep savior for better nights and brighter mornings. It smells so good. To use this alongside that bath oil, I feel like I'd be asleep in 5 minutes. But this, particularly at this time of year, you usually can find, same as with the Aromatherapy Associate stuff, really good gift sets where you can try this alongside other products, or if you're actually buying it for somebody else, it's a more substantial gift than just buying them a body lotion. But I don't see why you couldn't do that. If you've got someone who you know well, who maybe is into aromatherapy, just buy them one nice thing rather than feeling like you have to get them like a gift set or lots of miniatures. I think we can kind of move away from having to do like the 3 for 2 items and the specific gift sets and buy things for people that we know that they would actually like. Just like one full-size item and that is a present. It depends. If it's like, here are some ways of trialing something new, then that's one thing, but I do think that we've been kind of socialized to believe that we need a big gift set of something for it to be a present. So I've got 2 beauty items, one of which I've talked about so much recently. It's the Too Faced Natural Eyes. Something that maybe you wouldn't necessarily think to buy someone as a gift, but it's a nice kind of like packaged thing. I would love this as a present. In fact, I once received the Hourglass ambient lighting palette, which was something I was going to mention as well. This was a present that I received from my friends, I think when I was 30. It was a big deal. This is a really expensive palette. And they clubbed together and got me this. Amazing. And it was a good introduction to the brand because what I was going to mention from Hourglass was the ambient lighting powders. The full size, you can also get minis, but the full size, I think this is an incredible gift. I can't think of anybody that wouldn't want this. It's great for everyone. So flattering. It just gives you this, I mean, this is the diffused, so a diffused kind of soft focus glow. An amazing, amazing gift that, especially for someone who really enjoys beauty but maybe isn't into all of the new stuff, they might not even know that this exists and you could introduce them to something that will be their favourite thing forever. But yeah, I think palettes like this are great. This particular one from Too Faced is what I consider to be like my ultimate palette. I wouldn't need necessarily any other palette if I've got this one. I can do all of the looks that I want to do with this, and it's not overfacing. It's not like, oh my god, it's incredible. It's 9 shades. They are very, very wearable. Again, it smells like chocolate. That's not going to be for people that don't like fragrance, but it smells really, really good to me. And they are my current luxury beauty favourites slash kind of recommendations for treats that you can buy for yourself right now where all the sales are on, or maybe for gifts for other people. Like I say, I will find you some links for some good deals below. Don't forget to check out Lilysilk. I do have a discount code for them as well. They do so many different products, and again, a fantastic gift for yourself or for someone else. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!